Hey, fan family, and welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Jeff Cook, and today we are at the world headquarters of CGC Cerakote. Owner Clint Voigt is our guest today. We are real excited to do a partner highlight. Clint has become a friend and a partner, and we really want to talk a little bit about that today. But Clint, more than that, he's a husband, he's a father, he's a tremendous artist, a craftsman, and someone who stepped up in a big way to help fan as we grow on our mission. So today we're going to talk about his drive, what drove him to build this business, his motivation to support fan, and just have a great time. So if you like what we're doing, like, subscribe, and comment. Otherwise, sit back and watch this episode of Real Talk.
Faith Angler Network, Real Talk, where faith, fishing, and friendships come together.
Clint,
Jeff, what's up?
we finally got it done.
We did.
We're right here in the world headquarters of CGC. So welcome, man. I really am super glad you're here and we got this done. We talked about this for a while, but we're going to cover whatever we get into, right? We're free flowing today. But before we dive into it, tell us a little bit about Clint Voigt.
About Clint Voigt. Well, I'm a husband, believer, and first of all, believer, and I have two little boys. They're not real little anymore, but so I'm a father, and lastly, own a few businesses. We can get into that later, but I mean, first and foremost, Clint Voigt, I guess what I'd have to say is family first, brother. And I do whatever I have to do to make sure that my boys and my family's taken care of and that they're learning about the Word of God.
Yeah, and you are, because you're in this fishing gig because you're supporting your kids.
Exactly.
Yeah. So how old is your son?
My youngest son is 13, and he's my little fisherman. He's the one that's really taken into fishing, man. He just really latched onto it. So I'm fully invested now.
Did you bass fish before he brought you into this? Okay.
Absolutely. I grew up doing some bass fishing, but nothing competitively.
Okay.
Nothing competitively. And now we have, half a Bass Pro Shop and a boat and Bernie Bass Club and Faith Anglers Network. It's nothing but positive.
Yeah.
So why not jump in head first?
Yeah. Well,
that's what I thought anyway.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you did. I've really gotten to appreciate our friendship and how you support us. But so we're here in the world headquarters. I say the people realize the world headquarters of CGC Cerakote. When did that start? And maybe just kind of take us way back before maybe it was CGC Cerakote.
Yeah. Well, tell you a little bit about the history of CGC, man. So I used to work for Peterbilt Motors.
Yeah.
I was, I did a lot of, electronic diagnostic for the manufacturing plant in North Texas. And I'd hurt my back really bad. And, I had to have surgery. While I was out, recuperating from that, my little brother, he sold a house for me. And he's a realtor.
Okay.
And he sold his property for me, and he didn't charge me any commission, just kind of helped me out. And do something nice in return for my little brother. I built him an AR, and he told me he didn't want it to be just a regular black AR, and he wanted it to be a different color. So I did some Googling and found this stuff called Cerakote, and I ordered a bottle of it, and it came in, and well, apparently you don't just need a bottle of Cerakote. You need a sandblaster, an oven, spray guns, compressors, the whole bit. So I told my wife that I was going to, go to Harbor Freight, buy some of this stuff. And she's like, oh, great, another hobby. She wasn't real excited about it. I was really excited about it. But anyway, I did it, and I Cerakoted his gun. And I actually have it downstairs. We've done approximately 60,000 guns since that one. But
wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It's really turned into a thing. Now it supports, about 5 different families, the company does. So it's really grown from, what started off in my little single car garage in North Texas into a full-fledged deal now. And it's just been a huge blessing for my wife and kids and I. So,
Was it organic, or was there a point when you said, this is a business? I mean, when did you see it go, okay, this is bigger than my little garage and I need to give it a name and all of those
well,
things?
uh, I went to go back to work for Peterbilt, and they kind of saw me more as a liability because of that surgery. I didn't claim
Yeah.
workers' comp, and it was kind of a slap in the face, honestly. Most profitable thing they ever did for me, honestly. Like, it was very scary at first, but I took their actions as kind of a sign from God, and
Mhm.
that I needed to do this full time. And I kind of questioned that at the very beginning because it was a very rough start to start this company. We almost filed bankruptcy. We almost lost our house. Like, there was a whole
Wow.
laundry list of things that happened that was really dark time in our lives. But we had faith, and we kept focused on the big picture, and God pulled through for us, man. He really did.
Because he always
And
does.
it's enabled us to now do things like what we're doing together. And it's been an awesome ride. It's been a hard ride, but it's really, really,
Yeah.
if you don't have faith, go through something like that, and it will definitely put it in perspective for you. So,
Yeah. And I totally get that as well. And I think kind of answered the question, but just to kind of double click on what drives you when business gets tough.
what drives me?
Yeah.
Um, well, business always gets tough. Certain times of the year it gets really slow and scary, but I've learned nowadays not to, this is way easier said than done, right? But, I've learned to not freak out about it. And I know that our God will definitely pull through for us. And every single time it's happened.
Yes.
Every single time it's
True.
happened. So I've just kind of learned now where I'm just like, whatever, it'll be fine. Quit,
Just
quit freaking out.
have
It'll be
faith.
fine.
Yeah.
you know,
No doubt.
and
And
it's working out, bro. So
yeah, it
I
is.
can't complain.
And we'll get into a lot of the things that are happening, but I wanted to make sure we talked a little bit about how we met and how you found out about Fan and when did we first connect. So I want you to kind of tell your side of the story.
Well, it, of course, I knew about the Faith Anglers Network through the Bernie Bass Club, but that was really about it. I didn't know much more than that. I knew it was an organization that kind of put these tournaments together. But, well, I received an email about your banquet.
Hmm.
That's I saw an email, and I opened it up, and I was like, hey, maybe he needs some extra items that could possibly generate some money because I like what he's doing over here. So I just sent you an email and was like, hey, you want to do a custom gun for your deal? And
I remember that very
some people,
distinctly.
some people are touchy about that topic because, it can be a hit or miss, right?
No,
Well, it wasn't with you. They're like,
guns and Jesus, baby.
yeah, you took it, man. And I was like, all right, cool. I like this guy.
I
So,
got the email
so,
and I may have seen you at a tournament and you've been fishing and so but it's pretty busy and I didn't really know and I got the email and it's hi, this is Clint Voigt CRC. We would like to donate you may have said a rifle or something and I should have brought it up. And I'm like, what does this mean? I'm not used to that. Honestly, we
right,
don't get a lot of emails saying, hey, we'd like to donate. And so I think I called and spoke to
yeah,
Jessica, and she goes, "Well, you're busy. We'll take." And you told me, and I'm like, going, "Okay, this is super
it
cool."
was a hit.
And it was even more when we came out and we saw what you did, and I want to. We'll get into that too, and we'll put some photos up here of the beautiful AR that he did. But it was it was a moment I won't forget because it was like, oh, a random email that just said, "Hey, I would like to," really random. I'd like to donate a rifle, a gun,
Right.
and it's like, what does that mean? Okay,
Exactly that.
it's grandpappy's. I had no idea what it was, but it turned out to be a beautiful custom AR. And again, we'll show that here in a bit. But so we met, and then we did a beautiful gun. He came out to the banquet, and what stood out to you about what that all looked like?
Well, the primary focus of the evening was definitely God. And, you had some professional fishermen come in and speak, and he had a really strong message too. First and foremost, the message that you're sending to these little kids, man, I mean, it couldn't be a better thing. Most of these kids nowadays are focused on video games and their phones, and your tagline, get them off the Xbox and in the tackle box, that says it all right there. As soon as I heard that for the first time, I was like, I'm all in. Let's go.
That's real.
That evening was, wasn't that the first banquet?
That was our first truly banquet of that size, where we had to have a live auction and an auctioneer. And we've done banquets for a long time, and many of them, but we've never had the reception of people like you that wanted to participate. And so usually it's a raffle, something smaller, but it set the tone for what God wants to do with Fan. And it was really a fun event. We are planning another one in September that we're in the works of as well. So it was a fun night. And that
It
was
is.
Clay Dyer. If you guys don't know who Clay Dyer is, look him up. It was a really amazing talk. So it was a fun night.
It was. So a really fun night. And we generated some money,
Yeah, we did.
The way I look at it, man, I'm just a guy that customizes some firearms, right? But a lot of people see it as a huge talent. Well, if I can use that gift that God's given me to help out with a bigger mission like what you're doing, then let's go, buddy. I'm all for it. Something reached out and told me to do it. So I just listen. Like I always say, I just work here.
You just work here. Well, and it was meaningful and appreciated. And we'll talk a little bit about when you build something like that. What goes on into it from craftsmanship, from a craftsmanship standpoint? I mean, walk us through. You basically said, you just built it, right? No input
No.
from me because I'm not creative and I have no vision in that regard. So,
Man, I just kind of let it flow, man. I don't know how else to describe it. I bought a gun.
that should be your tagline. Let it flow.
Yeah, right. Well, I bought an AR that was a high quality AR, but not super high quality to where it breaks our profit margin, right?
Mhm.
I know I'm donating it, but at the same time, you want it to be a high quality gun without it, you don't want it to cost $5-10 grand, right? We bought a gun. It came in as black. I disassemble it, degrease it, sandblast it, and then just kind of let it flow, bro. Just let it go, man. And it you saw what it came out as,
It flowed well. It flowed well.
I just had some fun with it. And, sometimes the best art comes out like that, just letting it kind of come to fruition by itself. I don't know how else to describe it.
Yeah, that's fine.
I just kind of had some fun with it.
Whatever that is, don't stop because
right.
how many do you get to do that a lot?
Yeah, too much.
Too much. Is there pressure in that, or
sometimes? Yeah, I try to do. So the guys downstairs, they focus mostly on production runs for manufacturers.
Mm-hmm.
We do a lot of work for some big manufacturers in the industry, and they focus on that. So we'll go down there and we'll get a manufacturer that'll contact us and, hey, I want to do this pattern or this design on this many pistols or rifles or whatever it is. And I'll design the initial one and get it production ready and then release it to my guys and they'll rinse repeat. I'm really involved in that initial design part. I'm really involved in all of it, to be honest with you. But once I get them going, they kind of just do that. Now the one-off custom stuff, like what we did for the rifle for the banquet, I handle all of that. That's
Okay.
all me. And I do that. I do probably one custom, sometimes two customs a week.
Oh, wow.
That's it. Yeah.
Well, you've done some phenomenal stuff. We'll get his socials. We'll get those put up here too. But it's fun to watch all of the things that you're doing
It's
from high. I mean, you do high end. I mean, I've
right.
seen the baddest uh, AR platforms and the to the all of the handguns that do all the fancies, just to your basic Glock. I mean, so you're not limited at all, are you?
Really not, man. We do. So we got to stay innovative in this industry, man. So we're always pushing the envelope to make sure that we're coming out with something wild that nobody's ever seen before. And if you keep doing that, then you just keep raising that bar. And it's fun, man. I enjoy what we do, but I'm very busy with other things in the community a lot, and so that's why I only do 1 to 2 customs per week. I'm just in and out of the office a lot, handling other stuff. So
Yeah, a lot going on, a lot of
uh,
stuff to look forward.
a
Uh,
whole lot going on,
well,
all good things.
what was your most memorable build?
Oh, definitely the Faith Anglers Network rifle, bro.
Really?
I'm just kidding.
And that's a wrap, everybody.
Right, done. No,
I know better because I've seen you do some pretty amazing
man,
stuff.
my most memorable build. We've done a lot, man. It's hard to pinpoint just a single one. There's a lot that we've done. I really get a kick out of doing guns for charity, and then they go to these live auctions. I like seeing how much money they donate that
Hmm.
they go for. We did a camoed shotgun one time. This is the one that always stands out in my brain. It sold for $32,000.
Wow.
It generated that much money for a children's cancer
Wow.
charity, which was super cool, man. I love that. I love that my gift generated that for that
Yeah.
for that organization. It's cool, man. It's cool to see that.
Yeah.
I
What
love
was
seeing
your
that.
hardest, toughest build? What was the most complicated thing that's come out of
Oh man, that
CGC?
would probably be the 75th anniversary sets that we did for H&K. We did 4,000 guns for them last year.
Wow.
Yeah. So that R&D and making all we did it all with a laser. We stacked colors of Cerakote on each other and then used my CNC laser downstairs to shave off the pattern. And it was definitely the most challenging project that we've ever done here. We did it. Um, yeah, we did it.
You did it?
We did it. I didn't say we made any money doing it because it was there was a lot of R&D involved in it, but you know what? The knowledge the knowledge and experience that we have after completing that big of a project, we
Gave you
that,
something else to put in your portfolio
absolutely,
for
man.
maybe more profitable endeavors.
Definitely.
Oh,
We know what to do and what not to do now. So
got it.
we definitely learned a lot from that deal. But yeah, it was very, very, very challenging. It went on for about a year and a half,
Oh,
about
wow.
18 months. Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty
It was
cool.
a big project, man. So,
Well, outside of business, what drives you to give back like you do?
man, honestly, just my heart. When I see something that I believe in, I want to be a part of it. I like what you're doing and I want to be a part of it. That's it.
That's,
Pretty simple, man.
yeah. Well, we don't always have to complicate things, right? What kind of legacy would you like to CGC to have when you leave?
Well, we want to be known as the top, um, most innovative Cerakote shop in the nation. And, I would like to believe that we are very close to achieving that if we haven't already. But that's what, um, our primary focus is having the best customer service and doing the best work.
Yeah.
So that's really the legacy that I want it to have. And the more things that we can give back in, the better. And, it just, I'm a firm believer in, man, if you give back, um, you're just building your spot in the kingdom of God, right?
Yeah.
I I'm a simple man. I'm just trying to give back a little bit, and you know,
Yeah.
most importantly, help get some more kids off that iPad and in the or the off the what was it, off the Xbox and in the
And
tackle
yeah,
box.
there you go. Just out in the great creation. I
Yeah.
know you do a lot with other charities. Do you want to talk about those now?
Yeah, man, we do actually really similar for what we've done for the Faith Angler Network. If a charity organization contacts me and they need to purchase firearms, I give everybody firearms for their organization at our cost, not a penny more, so that their profit margins are higher. We do a lot of with the Military Warrior Support Foundation and the Purple Heart Project, a lot of veteran based
Yeah.
organizations. And when it comes to doing something crazy, customizing, I do that for them at whatever my cost is internally for products and labor. But yeah, I mean, typically if they put any money into a firearm, the returns significantly higher. So
Yeah.
they're making money. Yeah. And that's the most important thing. That way they can keep, progressing with their message and their, end goals, man. I just want to give back a little bit to the vet community
Yeah, we
and
totally agree.
and vets and kiddos, man. I mean, how much more special can you ask for?
I get it. No, that's really and again, I know you do a lot of that stuff, so I see it. And it's really, I think it's probably not, you're a little more humble to not really say what everything you do, but he does a lot for the community. He does a lot for I know the community in the Bernie area, but I mean he's touching people all over that get a chance to see his quality work, his heart, and his brand. And I think that's the legacy part of what you're talking about. We talked about how this partnership started and what we've already done, but and again, this isn't really to put you on the spot or anything, but we've talked a lot about fan and the vision and, what we're trying to accomplish. What do you think 3 to 5 years down the road looks like? And, from your perspective, where would you like to see fan and where do you see fan and CGC working
I
together?
think that fans should have its own lake, a fleet of boats, so that every kid can fish if they want to.
So if you're
I don't
listening out there and you've
know.
got a big lake, you just want to donate,
Yeah.
we'll take that. Oh, and a fleet of boats would be great,
And a venue on the lake.
and a captain for each boat.
Yeah.
So
No big deal.
God's doesn't say we can't limit God to what He wants to do.
Oh, yeah.
Man, but
Exactly.
there are plenty of lakes out here. We want water in those lakes,
Yeah,
but
that would be a
I love
bonus.
that.
I don't really have a vision, man. I just kind of, God's got a path for all of us, brother, and we're just along for the ride. So I quit trying to make a plan and just kind of go with the flow, man. Let it flow.
And true, it's not about transactions. It's transformation, and that's where you're helping us
Absolutely.
transfer. So
Well, I've seen a lot of growth in the Faith Anglers Network within the last year and a half that I've been involved.
mhm.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, we are evolving in ways that if you would have asked me 2 years ago, I would have said, like just the kid derby,
Yeah.
the ages 6 and up. That was something that really never. I don't know why, but we're now doing those events. We are seeing growth. The high school and the middle school programs are growing dramatically. Just look at Bernie and in Bernie, two very significant fishing programs have grown 30%.
Yeah.
And you take that out to, from Waco all the way to San Antonio, they're all experiencing that growth. So we are benefactors of that. And candidly, that's where your partnership helps because we use that to help grow. We need to meet the growth. And new schools are coming together all the time. And we're looking at, there's some things on the horizon that we prayed about and just said, all right, God, if it's your will, make it happen. And these might be happening. And, we talked about possibly putting a saltwater event together, and that's
Really?
starting to look like it might happen. I mean,
That'd be cool.
there are truly it's God's will
Right.
if it happens, and some other things as far as that goes. But yeah, we're growing.
Good.
And, again, thanks to all of our partners and sponsors and, the future partners that are out there. So, we talked about where fans going, where CGC going.
Man, again, man, we're just kind of along for the ride. But I'll tell you this, our business has grown exponentially in the last 2 years.
Since you partnered with Fan, it's just blown up.
It just changed my whole life, bro. No, it's, when you do what you say you're going to do, when you say you're going to do it, in this society that we live in today, that goes a long way. And that's what we do. I always under promise and over deliver and make sure that quality's there. And it's done just keeping that simple, focus on our business is really, really, gone far in the industry. People talk, manufacturers talk to each other. I get, just 500 ARs yesterday, when I was out of the office, like it's coming in. The word's gotten out there. People are talking. Praise God, man. It's been nothing we've been doing nothing but this since we started. Like I said, it was a real rough start. Kept faith and it's panning out now, man. We're not, by any means where we need to be. Not at all. But we have some new business ventures that's coming up. It's going to hit the industry this year. Another business that I've started. We actually invented a kiosk that's going to go in every gun store in America. And it makes customizing a firearm easy in 7 different steps. So customer can go into this gun store and purchase a new firearm and then go over to the kiosk and pick how they want to customize that firearm, and kind of see it. Well, not kind of see it. They can see what it's going to look like after it's done. And then they can pick who they want to do that work and pay for it all right then and there. It's super easy. And then they take the gun back to the gun counter, and either the local Cerakote company comes and picks it up, or the gun counter boxes it up and ships it to a national Cerakote provider that the end user picked to do the work. And it just makes things really simple. There's a lot of different parts on a gun and a lot of different options on each one of those parts. So this kind of simplifies everything and keeps all the project details together. And, I partnered with the founder of Sons of Liberty Gun Works, Kyle Grothhughes. He's my business partner in this deal. And we're about 3 weeks away from beta testing. So it should hit the industry hopefully within the next few months.
So go to your any of your gun dealers, right? The big box stores, or where would you see
to
these
be
at?
determined, brother. We're still working all those details.
Call Clint and tell him you
Yeah.
want to get signed up to have a kiosk in your your store.
If you're a retail store, definitely want to do that. You can also go to customizationstation.com and fill out the little form on the website if you want to be a dealer. So
Yeah. That's really exciting.
It is exciting.
And it can change the whole customization process from maybe a little more complex hard to really just kind of the next step after you buy your firearm to doing whatever you want to do with it.
Or if you have an old one and you want to spruce it up, you don't have to
That's
buy
a great idea.
Go into the gun store and
You've thought through this.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Cerakote's going to be a part of this as well. We've met with them on multiple occasions, and nothing but positive vibes, man. It's going to be a big thing. It really is.
We're excited.
We're excited about it, man, and looking forward to getting that beta testing done and getting this thing out into the retail.
Get a GA, as they say in the business, general availability. Get it launched. What all do you do here? So for our big fan audience out there, we talked about Cerakote, but tell us all of the things that you can walk in this door here in Comfort, Texas, and do. Order, buy,
Yep.
have done.
You can buy any gun or gun accessory. If we don't have it in stock, we can have it here within a day or two, depending on what you're asking for, how rare it is. We sell suppressors, NFA items, stuff like that. And then if you decide you want to customize it, we do, basic Cerakote all the way up to really advanced Cerakote and crazy designs that you haven't ever seen before. And the Cerakote's a ceramic coating, so it prevents rust. It also lubricates your firearm. So it's more than just aesthetics. We also do laser engraving and stippling on certain laser engraving on whatever you want. Stippling, you know what stippling is? It's like the texture.
Yes, of course I do. But for the audience, what is stippling?
So like if you wanted a custom texture on your pistol grip or whatever, we can do that downstairs. That's something else we do. So basically you can buy your gun here and customize it any way you see fit and
Buy boxes of ammo. You can get all the accessories right here. Silencers, suppressors.
Yep. Well, you do all the NFA stuff, SBRs, SBSs, suppressors, all the fun, cool guy stuff.
Yeah, the cool guy. And I want to, my point of this is, the fan family, let's support our local, those that support us. And I just want you to know that not only is it a great business, a quality business. The guy's an amazing artist, but he's got a big heart. But the things that you need, that you're out there looking for, call him before you pull the trigger. Literally, I guess that's a pretty cool pun on anything out there. Good friend of mine just did that. Picking up. Can we mention anything?
Absolutely.
He just
tell them all of it.
He just picked up a beautiful staccato. What model was it?
A Staccato XC.
Yeah. So, kind of hard to find. And
I do a lot of work for Staccato directly.
Yeah.
So when my buddy Dave called me, he was like, "Hey, this is what I want." And I'm like, "Okay, well, we're not a direct dealer for Staccato, but I kind of know some people. I deal with the vice president of Staccato pretty regularly. So I just called him up and told him what Dave wanted, and we got it here a couple days later.
Yeah.
So
if you're out there, you're thinking about something, call Clint and get at least get a competitive price. I mean, he'll be honest with you. I can, I'll tell you this. I mean, if you're just shopping the cheapest, that's, go get cheap stuff. If you want the best, give Clint a call, right?
Well, definitely, fortunately for CGC, firearm sales are not what keep the lights on here. It's our Cerakote contracts that we have with these manufacturers. So on our retail side, we do not mark up very much over wholesale. We're trying to grow our retail side right now. So yeah, we're pretty cheap, if not the cheapest.
You heard it.
Yeah.
Value is the word we like to use here at Faith Angler Network. Cheap is for the other stores. Great value, great service, and just good integrity. How's that? Does that sound good?
That sounds good, man.
All right. Gonna get a job here for your whatever this is. No, you guys do a lot of fun. They're fun to watch on Instagram.
We have a lot of fun doing this, or I wouldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, you gotta enjoy what you're doing.
It's fun. It is
all
fun.
Right.
And to see people's faces whenever you do something wild, they have this idea, right, when they come in, but to see it executed better, sometimes better than what they envisioned, right? It's fun to watch the reaction.
That's my experience, 100%. Yeah. So, Clint, as we'll close as we started, father, husband, craftsman, artist, business owner, you believe in investing in the next generation.
Absolutely.
Thank you for believing in fan. Thanks for being a friend.
Thanks for that.
Thank you for being on Real Talk. And again, if you believe what we're building and you want to help encourage this YouTube channel grow, it's pretty simple. Like us, subscribe, but leave a comment. The way YouTube works, it's all based on algorithms, and comments mean a lot. And we're not monetizing this. We're just trying to get it visible to as many people possible, and you can make that happen. So that's it from Real Talk. Clint, thank you, brother.
Thank you.
We'll see y'all on the water. This episode of Real Talk is brought to you by CGC Cerakote.